Well, good evening, YouTube. Good evening, Rumble, and happy Tuesday to everyone. I hope you're doing well. We are back in LOTRO with Thorman, who has been working on the North Downs. And right now, we need to talk to Halberd about many things. Alright, so that's the dwarf one, that's the elf one, and that's the man one. We'll start with the dwarves.
What can I do for you?
These are good tidings. With the dwarves aiding us, our chances of turning the tide against Angmar are that much greater. You have done very well this day, Thorman. Very well indeed.
What do you need?
The message you bear is joyous, twice over. The Drukad is dead, and the elves have agreed to come to the council. You have done well, for the might of the elves shall improve our lot all the more. You have my thanks for this. Well, he's very happy to hear the elves are coming. And the final one.
How can I be of service?
Good, you returned. It does not surprise me that Nellie refused the call to the council, but that does not matter now. Word has arrived that there is a large contingent of orcs moving on Trestlebridge. The people there are a strong folk, but I fear they are no match for these orcs and the chieftain who leads them. We must go to their aid.
Would you do something for me?
In the past, the orcs that have attacked have been of the Tarkrip tribe. Hello, Drive-By. Happy Tuesday. Thank you. In the past, the orcs that have attacked have been of the Tarkrip tribe. The bloodlust of that tribe usually causes them to throw themselves heedlessly into the battle without forethought. The orcs that now move on Trestlebridge appear to be of the more powerful Ongbur's tribe. These warriors are stronger and more skilled. The townsfolk will not be able to stop them. I would send a party of my men to aid them, but all my kin are dealing with matters in the east. You and I may reach them in time, however. You have done much already, but I would ask for your help in this battle. Gather what warriors you can and return to me. But make haste. Trestlebridge does not have much time. Now it says that it suggests that you complete the quest while in a fellowship. Inspiration will assist you if you choose to undertake the challenge alone or with a smaller group. Well, we are soloing it, so yay for inspiration.
We must not delay.
Are you prepared for the battle ahead? It will be a difficult one, and we will need all the warriors you can gather. Are you ready to leave now? Yes. Let's get a shake a leg.
The town of Trestlebridge is all that stands between the orcs of Angmar and Breland to the south.
The orcs,
Ranger of the North, gathers heroes to help defend Trestlebridge from the approaching onslaught.
The orcs are nearly upon the town. Come with me quickly. We must convince Miss Boskin of the threat that is nearly upon her. Alright, while he's doing that, I'm going to eat some food, because Mr. Thorman has made himself a variety of food, and he should be using it. What's this one? Agility. We'll take some agility. And I do not remember. I'd say the biggest threat is probably going to come from wound. Wound resistance. And here they come. Oh, very nice of you to finally show up, Halberd. I wasn't gonna wait around to listen to you argue with her. shall we stand against such creatures as these? Do not give up hope. We shall yet stand this day. Or they're numbers without limit? I mean, they're orcs, so kind of. It's Thorman's favorite activity, orc slaying. For we all know that dwarves can't stand orcs and goblins. Trestlebridge is saved. Halbert, all of Trestlebridge is indebted to you and your companion. I only hope you can forgive me. Think nothing of it. It was my honor to aid you in this fight. I must leave now, though, and return to Estelden. My companions, though, shall remain behind in the event more trouble. I must have one final word with them and leave. We have done well this day. I am indebted to you as well for your aid, and I fear the battle would have turned against the free people had you not been here. I must leave now, and hope it is not too much to ask of you to stay behind. I would ask that you ensure that Trestlebridge remains safe through the night, then return to me in Estelden. This was a great victory, my friend. A great victory indeed. Alright, I'll take you to Nellie's house.
Elrond has healed Frodo of his Morgul wound, and now the time has come to decide the fate of the One Ring. I can see no other path than that which leads to Mount Doom. Who then shall defend Eriador against the shadow of Angmar?
Hello, Nardik. You say just when you thought it was safe to play LOTRO, a maelstrom appears. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a good day. All right, Nellie.
How can I be of service?
I must apologize to you, for I fear my behavior towards you was nearly unforgivable. I see now that the constant orc attacks were nothing compared to what Angmar could bring to bear on this small town. You and the Ranger Halbert have risked your life to save my people. I am in your debt. All right, what are we going to take? I mean, no. I guess we'll take the sword. It's worth more.
Stay a moment.
Not too bad. And yourself, Miss B? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right indeed. The debt I owe you and the Rangers cannot be repaid easily, but I hope to make a start of it by answering Halbert's call to the council. Whatever strength the men of Trestlebridge can lend to Halbert's endeavor shall be his to command. Please go to Halbert that I will come to this Estelden as soon as I settle matters here. I'm still responsible first to my people, but I see now that the free peoples of the North Downs must stand together if we are to remain free. Thank you, my friend. Woohoo! Alright, now we need to get back to Estelden and talk to Halbert. I am doing good. It was a very busy day, but it was fruitful. And I'm very happy. And what am I doing? I don't have to ride a horse there. I do want to sell this junk off, though. Excuse me.
How can I be of service?
You can buy this junk off me. Could you, dear? Thank you, dear. Oh, and before we do go back, Thorman has himself a new outfit. I got this out of a treasure chest since I had 3 free black steel keys. I went ahead and bought a couple of chests off the auction house for like 60 silver apiece. And out of one of them, he got this nifty outfit, which is, I cannot remember the name of it. It is the Sophisticated Birder outfit. So it's got pouches. It's got a little telescope on the front for bird watching. It came in green, but I went ahead and dyed it crimson because I like that better. Birder, B-I-R-D-E-R, birder's outfit for bird watching. It does look actually very good on him, so I'm kind of glad I got it. I certainly wasn't going to buy it from the moat vendor when I didn't have the moats for it. Sounds birdie to you? It is very birdie. But now, he has a port to a Stelden, so we're going to use it instead of riding all the way out there. Better than being batty? I mean, yeah. Yeah, definitely. All right. Halbert, dear.
Greetings.
It is good to see you again. My thanks for your help in that battle. Without you and your companions, I would have surely fallen, as would Trestlebridge. It is also good to know that Nellie Boskins will come to the council. She is a fine and strong woman, and I will welcome her and her people's presence in the conflict ahead.
Stay a moment.
While I await the arrival of these comings to the council, I must ask one final task of you. My chieftain, Aragorn, must be told of what has transpired here. I also would seek his counsel, as the position I find myself in is an unusual one. Aragorn has always been the one to lead, to organize, and inspire. If only the matter he was seeing to was not of much greater importance, then he would be here. That cannot be helped, though. By now, Aragorn should have arrived at the refuge of Rivendell in the Trollshaws. It is a hard ride that awaits you, but word must be taken to Aragorn of these matters. Look for him in one of the guest rooms of Elrond's house. Alright, so we will put that on the back burner for a moment, because we want to see what else we can do here in the North Downs. Because I know I left quests all over the place. In fact, I am pretty sure we have a couple of quests here. Somewhere. It used to be easier to find the quests. Some of them have been changed around to the point where I'm having trouble finding them, even though I know they exist. Alright, I'll take your quest.
Hello, friend. Could you help me
Yes,
with
you want me to collect a gem pouch, I know. And this is going to be super easy since these spiders no longer aggro. So I'm going to do that real quick. I like that arch. That's nice. So usually, would have to fight my way through the spiders to get to this. But, like I said, they're not going to aggro because Thormern might have gotten a little carried away. And he's actually already done the other quests that come through here. So this should be it. There we go. We got it. So we have the gem pouch, and we just need to bring it back. Somebody's complaining that Standing Stone Games destroyed the elf. And why would you even want to update an elf? I mean, because they've already updated the man race. And it makes sense to update the other ones too. Okay, somebody's trolling, says, only people with very high IQ want to update elf. No, Kitty probably wants attention. You're right. But Kitty needs no more food right now. The Hemingways are both on the chonky side. Besides, they hear my voice, they want to chatter. That's just the way of things. Oh, I went right past the guy I was supposed to give these to. Okay. Oops.
How can I be of service?
Indeed, these are the gems. Thank you so much for your help. I must give you a small reward for your courage. Jacket. And yeah, I must sell it off. That way it's not in my bag. That's an extra space I could use. Even though I did buy Thorman some bag space because it was on sale, and I had the LOTRO points for it. At least you didn't get lost. Oh, there's still places in this game I can get lost. Alright, I will do that in a bit. We have other things to do. First off, we're going to stop by Offer Car to see if any more quests have popped up. I think part of the reason I didn't get lost is I've played this enough times that I kind of sort of know my way around. You should see me in Moria. I actually know my way around Moria pretty well. Those big old antlers. I mean, they're so big. They almost look like a crash barrier around him. Alright, anybody got quest? Nope, no quest there, no quest there. No? No? Okay, there used to be a whole series of quests here, and I'm not finding them. Well, you do tend to fall from high places a lot, so maybe that they're that big to stop you from crashing into things. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, that is annoying because I know there are quests here beyond what we've done, but I have yet to find them. And I'm not going to sit there and tinker around until I do. I guess I'm going to be on my way. Because I do know other places of quest. You're a one Miss Bee wrecking crew. There isn't a place too high you won't jump and fall off. I think that's part of the fun of Enshrouded. You get to jump off high places because you have a glider. And same for Allah. You have all the little floating islands in the air, and you have a glider. Yeah, if it wasn't for the constant threat of orcs and other critters, this would be a nice little farm. I mean, not a very big house, for starting. My guess is over here is the kitchen, because that's where the fireplace is. Over this section would probably be the bedroom. Probably not enough room for a bathroom. Probably using a chamber pot. So, does not have the modern amenities, but that is why gated communities are needed. You never know when orcs, goblins, trolls, or spaceballs will move in, and then there goes the neighborhood. Indeed. Alright. I remembered that I did leave some quests laying here. So we're going to do that. I'm actually going to wait on that one.
Will you let me speak my piece?
There's been orcs around here lately. So far they've just skulked around stealing things, but I'm sure as soon as they get their courage up, they're going to raid us. I guess I'm just too stubborn to run, and my hands like Gilmore here are too loyal to leave me. So I need you to get rid of these orcs for me. You'll like us not find them sneaking around my fields to the south. Get those foul creatures off my land. Alright, you want me to kill you some orcs? I got that. I can do that. And he's got a nice, decent bit of farmland. Alright, 3 down, 5 to go. Well, that one didn't last long. Okay. Done, but, you know, we're going to kill this one for giggles. It's getting harder and harder to find good orc help these days. Well, that's because we're getting rid of them all, one by one. Alright, you.
Why are you bothering me?
You've done well, my friend. We got more problems, but at least you taught those orcs a lesson.
I do not ask much of you.
There may be just a chance that you could help me. It seems to me that all my stolen grain may still be at the orcs' camp not far from here. If you can recover the grain for me, I'll be glad to sell it off to a Steldon or Offercar. The orcs have a big camp to the south and west of here. I don't know where in the camp they would be keeping the stolen grain, but you should retrieve 4 large sacks. Bring me those sacks, and I'll see what I can do for the dwarves. Okay? So up in these hills over here, there's an orc camp. Which you would think that the Rangers would at least try to deal with, but they do have their hands full. Alright, quest. Blunting the spear. Defeat the Ongspur chieftain. Defeat dead aim Ongburs and grim Ongburs. Easy peasy. And fairly easy even if I was on level. This one's not particularly hard. Oh, hi. I would have been being attacked by that. Look at him running away. That was funny. Sack of grain. I don't recall there being that many sacks of grain up here. I'm not going to complain. Oh, they're all up here. Excuse me. Yeah, you. Get on my way. Not the most comfortable camp if you think about it. I don't think they were intending to be here long. Now I imagine... Yeah, there was a bridge here. Hold on. I found a picture of myself aged 4 and had a full head of blonde hair. I kind of miss having blonde hair. Well, there's no... I mean, blonde hair is alright, but... I mean, brunettes are pretty awesome. Gingers are super awesome. Alright. Well, whatever that was, the entrance to it is bricked up. But it kind of makes me wonder what that used to be. Epic Blonde Hair Rant doesn't have the same ring to it as Epic Ginger Rant. No, it doesn't. Although, it seems like it depends on the redhead. Some redheads do not mind being called gingers. Others consider it an insult. I don't know. I never thought it was insulting. It was just a term used for the more orangey red hair. Because it's the color of ginger. Ah, here's our captain. There went our captain. Hello and goodbye. Well, while we're here, broken wood spear cracked dwarf carving. Your grandparent had a collie named Ginger. Alright, that's done. My grandmother had a golden retriever lab mix named Sam. Awesome dog. Really chill dog. Alright. I was looking to see if a roving threat was out here right now, but it's not. Got a spider here. Boy, that's a great bright green spider, isn't it? With some very pointy legs. That spider is loud. Arrest it for being a public annoyance. That spider is definitely very vivid. But no more so than some insects for real in the, where'd you come from? Was he here before? I could have sworn that elf was not here before. Alright.
This is intolerable.
I think the farmer needs to change what he is growing. He's growing dead or grain. I had forgotten, for we were attacked while you were away. There, you see? That elf fellow came in the nick of time and took out several invading orcs. It grows ever more turbulent, despite our good fortune in receiving aid of late. I worry that we will have to abandon this farm soon. Ah, so he wasn't there.
Oh, this is intolerable.
What? You defeated the orcs at their source? Wonderful. You've saved me. Hooray! I know it's not much, but I want you to take this reward. You're a true hero, and there's no denying it. Okay, I have space for a reward. Yeah, let's see, no. Obviously not. And definitely not, because I'm not a rune keeper. What's worth the most? The heavy armor. I'll take that.
Stay and hear me out.
We are so lucky this elf passed this way when he did. And lucky you came as well. I wish there was something we could do to help him in return, but we cannot abandon our farm. Perhaps you could speak with him if you wish to help. Let's talk to Londrendeer. Londrendeer. Boy, that's a mouthful. Hello. You don't look like you really need any help, dude. Okay. Dual swords. No bow. Yeah, this elf is a champion.
A shadow is on my spirit.
I saw orcs when I passed this way, and could not turn a blind eye to them. I am glad I came here in time to save these men. I came seeking aid on behalf of Lachin, the master of Gilead, a small refuge of my kindred in the lush lands of Meluan. It's a small thing, no more than a slight stirring of an ill wind. The rangers are not in a position to send someone to Lachin, but perhaps you would go. Journey south. La Gilead is very near to the border of Meluan. If Lachin is not able to speak with you, speak with Aglardir instead. Okay. Well, before we do that, alright, you want...
Stay a moment.
Everyone on a farm needs to pull their own weight, even fancy strangers out of the south. We got our hands full here, dealing with the harvest and worrying about them orcs nearby. Anyways, Master Gatson's little herd of cattle could use some new blood. Wild orc would do nicely, but the bulls are far too aggressive to drive into the pasture. So what I want you to do is pick out a good-looking yearling from the wild orcs herd not far to the southeast. A young orc should be plenty docile. Just don't get in the way of any of the bulls and you should be fine. And, oh yes, I've seen some orcs out there lately, so be careful of them too. Hear me? You're considering restarting your 22mm Lord of the Rings miniature collection? Absolutely, you should. That would be awesome. Alright, so usually we would have to fight our way through anything for this. Like, I don't know, this orc here. But, since we're not aggroing anything, this might actually be a little too easy. We would also have to deal with that. Well, not the grazing one. But we would usually have to deal with some of the others. This guy, the menacing Whoremantle, we would have to deal with him. Escort the orc yearling to Gaston's pasture. Now we might still have to deal with mobs because we do have to make sure the baby orc gets there safely. And the mobs may still attack it. Gotta figure out where I want to start. Maybe I can start with some of the characters, but who first? Gimli! You must start with Gimli. Ah! Like I said... Come on. Would you attack it before it kills the baby? Thank you. And luckily the baby may be a baby orc, but it can still fight. It's cute. See it? It's cute. You have escorted the yearling to safety. Good job. Don't worry, I'll take care of the yearling. Me and Gilmore ain't like the others. We hold fast. This place is dangerous. Not only are the arcs about... There is a stinky, slow-moving dwarf with a bow.
What do you need?
That's a fine job, a right fine job, I say. Thanks for your help with that there orc. Master Gatson asked me to give you this small payment for your work. Alright, so I can take your nasty gloves. They're probably all sweaty. Or... Gilmore, you are not a rune keeper. Why do you have a rune stone?
Stay and hear me out.
It's my fault, I guess, but when you killed those orcs in my field, the rest of their ilk got pretty stirred up. I think they're getting ready to raid my herd, grazing to the south of here. I'd like you to go down there and help my man Alwyn defend the herd from those orcs. Alwyn's a fair hand with a bow, but he's no fighter. Them orcs will finish my herd quick, and maybe worse. Make sure Alwyn doesn't get hurt on my account. Alright. There. Man, I keep typing there when I mean there. I do that occasionally. My friend Gus teases me about it.
How can I be of service?
Oh, it's good to see you. There's orcs gathering out there. We'd best be on our guard. You're a little too excited to have some orcs showing up. How about you leave the guy alone? You okay? You look a little green around the gills. Oh, is that thing still alive? Excuse me. Die. Thanks. The orcs have been driven off. Very good. Nice apple tree. So he grows grains and other vegetables. He's got an apple orchard and he has cows. So he has milk and meat, hides.
Why are you bothering me?
You have my thanks for helping out and keeping Alvin safe, but I'm afraid this doesn't solve the problem. Those orcs will be back, you can be sure of that. But at the moment, you don't seem to have any more quests for me, so thank God. He needs a trebuchet. Because I don't think they had quad 50s. But there are catapults and trebuchets. Trebuchet are too slow to reload. I mean, you use what you got, though. Unfortunately for them, they have some very nice neighbors right up the road here. These elves. Which, before I take a single quest, I'm going to empty my bags again. And I have to remember, Thormer needs to do some cooking tonight. Because Miss Marcelin desperately needs some food.
May I help you?
Yes, dear. First off, you can repair my junk. Now you can buy this junk from me. We're not selling those. And I don't think we need that either. Where is it? This. I really shouldn't be carrying this pipeweed around with me. It's taking up 3 spaces, but it does do some fun stuff. Makes some fun smoke rings. In fact, you would have probably seen one of them in tonight's thumbnail. Excuse me, I hear you need help.
Megovanen.
Londrendir sent you to speak with Lachin. You have come too late then. Lachin is dead. He was killed when stone trolls attacked Lyn Gileath some time before my company arrived. Oh, that sucks.
Mind my words, chap.
We must restore the stores of Lingilia as soon as we can. Grief can cause both body and spirit to suffer, but against one of these hurts we can prepare. The stone trolls ruined the food that was stored here, but there are other sources of sustenance. Hunt the orcs on the plains of the Kingsfell to the north of Lingilia. Their meat will go a long way to restoring Lingilia's stores. An orc is a dangerous foe, and you must hunt several to obtain enough steak.
Stay a moment.
Gildor Inglorian brought our company north to spread word of a great evil stirring in the south, but we found here only death. The keeper of this glade was friend to many of us, a fair elf named Lachen. He was slain by stone trolls before we arrived, and the refuge beset by ruin. I do not know what called the trolls out of Torgonwaif, but we must rebuild this place as best we can, for it is what Lachen would have us do were he here to ask it. Revenge? It must wait. The trolls scattered the possessions that were stored here throughout Melionin. Look for shattered barrels between here and Torgonwaif. I need you to bring their contents to me. There should be a couple of other quests. Now, I could have sworn this elf had one, maybe not yet. This is just a little teeny tiny outpost. Not very much at all, is it? So this center area is probably a meeting space. That's where because I know I've been in there. I'm assuming on either side it's just bedrooms. And nothing here. Okay. Maybe these quests don't show up until I've done the first one. I cannot remember. Alright, we need to look for shattered barrels. Words. Hello, Max Patterson. I mean, I know I have 32 gigs of RAM and a Radeon GX or RX 5500. As for the, yeah, I mean, my personal machine, it's a little older. It runs LOTRO just fine though. Insect menace. The sickle flies in the marshes of Melionin have been disturbed by the recent aggression of the stone trolls, creating threat for the elves of Lingilia. You should defeat sickle flies in the Melionin. Okay. Kill flies? Gotcha. Yeah, it does. It runs pretty good. LOTRO's an older game, so older machines can usually run it with little to no trouble. I mean, I wouldn't say you could run it on a toaster, but you don't have to have a high-end rig for it either. And I swear they have added more shattered barrels. That's 4 down, 4 to go. Oh, there's another right there. That was funny. I managed to snipe that fly from between those arcs, and neither of them even blinked an eye. Now, if I had attacked one of those orcs, the other orc would have definitely aggroed. You have defeated several angered sickle flies in Millionen, which should give the elves of Lingilia some small respite from the hostile creatures in the glade. Now, I want to go ahead and go hunt the auroch before I turn this in. And to be honest, the auroch used to be a lot tougher. And they're still not quite a joke, but they're definitely a lot easier than they used to be. I'm glad they're not asking me to hunt spider meat for them. But I get the feeling I'm going to be hunting more orcs again. Okay, why did you not give me any, okay, that one did not give me a steak. Cheap. Is there much demand for spider meat in LOTRO? There's a couple quests. I-9, 9700K, 64 meg. Oh! Orc. Oh, no, no, no. Don't kill the calf. Okay. Darn it. I attacked it anyway. Alright. Well, sorry, calf. I really didn't mean to kill you, but you'll respawn. Trampled Tusk! Hello, Trampled Tusk. Well, you're dying. Okay, that was too easy. I have no idea what all that means, right? I can type it fairly fast, but knowing the ins and outs of the computer is not within my skill set. I think Drive-By was sharing his specs. Where'd you Drive-By? Oh, we still need one more. Why are we not getting our last steak? There we go. I killed it just as it was headbutting me. I'm surprised it didn't stun me anyway. It's good enough. $64 megs of RAM sounds cherry to me. That would be great for doing some digital illustrating. Alright, excuse me.
What do you need?
I did not think we could hope for as much as you have returned with, Thorman, and I thank you for your aid. The trolls ruined or consumed much of the food that was stored here, and many relics were lost. Lichen would grieve for these losses, even as we grieve for him.
How can I be of service?
You have done very well, Thorman, and I thank you for your aid. This orc meat will keep us for as long as it takes to restore Lingilia. I would have a further word with you. The grief of my friend is very deep, for Lichen was beloved of many. Help them if you can, and do not hold against them any harsh feelings if their despair seems to you strident. Dalio Lang and Brethelwyn were particularly close to Lichen and held him in high regard. Give them comfort in their grief, for they have lost much to the evil that lurks in Torgon Waif. Again, I thank you for your aid, Thormern, and wish you well. Oh, I have to select a reward. Alright. Oh, that's right. We had to select a reward. That's what I was doing. And none of it's any good, so we'll just take this javelin because it's worth the most.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
When the stone trolls learn that elves have returned to Lingiliath, they are sure to be attacked again. There are too few of us, and we cannot hold out long. There is one defense which we can call upon, but there's no certainty that those I speak of will still answer the summons. I give you these runes, Channel they are called, and ask you to lay them upon the pedestal stones found throughout the marshes. Long ago, many of these stones were set east of Lingiliath in a great curve bending to the south, but only 3 have survived the ravages of time and the element. We must hope the guardians remember the meaning of the canal. Return to me when you have placed all the runes, and we will learn if the errand was for naught.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
I have need of your assistance, Thormern. An orc defiler, skilled in the use of poisons, joined the ranks of the Umbers in southern Lingiliath. He has begun to poison the waters of this glade, and all will be ruined. Slay the orcs in Merinos and collect their venom pouches. I will make sure the pouches are never again used for evil purpose. While you're in the camp, put an end to the source of the vile poison once and for all by killing the Umbers defiler. Be careful, Thormund. These orcs are brutal and without mercy, and you may have need of allies. Now that one has always been pretty much soloable. So. And she has a quest, but first.
Is there aught which you need?
Yeah, once again, I need you to buy my junk from me. Alright, that's done.
Will you lend me your ear?
Valio Lang and Lagarlum are so intent upon vengeance against the stone trolls that they are blind to all other threat, and I fear they will not retain enough strength of will to fight the other dangers that lurk nearby. Orcs of the Ungsberg clan have established a foothold in Nan Wathren, the valley to the southwest, and their scouts intrude further into Melunan with each passing day. Slay any orcs you find that have crossed into Melunan, and for they pose a great threat to Lingiliath. You will surely find them south and southwest of here, along the line of the mountains. So she just wants me to kill some orcs. Alright, anybody else? Orcs, and play some stone. Easy enough. We went the wrong way. Thorman was facing the wrong way. That is a branch. Where is this thing? Ah, right here. The bog guardians appear uninterested in the rune. Well, they are taking a nap, so what do you expect? I could use a nap. I mean, naps are good, but it's a little late for a nap now. If I were to, like, try to take a nap now, I would just sleep. I hate when it does that. Okay. Stay on the quest I'm focused on. Don't change the quest just because you think it's closer. Oh, I could use a drink of water. Just a moment. There we go. Your compass has side quest ADD. If you don't specifically tell it what quest to focus on, it'll pop around to what it thinks is the nearest quest, which is really annoying sometimes. Alright, let's go kill some orcs. Let's go kill some orcs. Yeah. Well, I didn't mean to kill that too, but okay. Revolting silt toad. Boy, that sounds so pleasant, doesn't it? Alright. Those big orcs are weak as S8. Well, I mean, they aren't the best or brightest that Mordor has to offer, that's for certain. Oh, wait a second. Is that a... Yeah, it is. I haven't even been tracking those. They're Mordor Make-A-Wish orcs. No, because that's an insult to Make-A-Wish. Because those kids are a lot tougher than these orcs. I need to find 2 more orcs. Well, I see one right over there. You just become my latest target. And I see one more. There we go. Done. I didn't mean Make-A-Wish Foundation. I meant those orcs make a wish to be real orcs but fail. Oh, well, yeah, that makes... But I'm pretty sure these orcs know their place. There are very few orcs that challenge the hierarchy. An orc's got to be really arrogant and generally really powerful to do that. Okay? Hello?
What do you need?
You have done well, Thorman. I hope your efforts will serve as a warning to the Ongburs. They are not welcome in Melunan, nor ever will be. This company of elves may only be temporary stewards of Lingiliath, but we shall oppose them as surely as Lichen would, was he still alive.
How can I be of service?
The venom pouches. I take it that the defilers were slain as well. Many lives will be saved for your efforts. I find it strange that the orcs would hunt their spider allies. They make themselves stronger at others' expense, and in the end weakening the enemy as a whole. Such is the way of evil things, for the spiders would not hesitate to drink of the blood of their orcish fellows. That actually makes sense if you boil it down to the base sentiment. Evil things make themselves stronger at others' expense, even within their own rank. Remember that.
What can I do for you?
You have placed the canal, Thorman. That is well, but it seems the Bog Guardians have chosen not to come to our aid. I suppose I was too eager for the old friendship between elves and Bog Guardians to be rekindled, but I was hopeful to the point of blindness. Only disappointment can come of... Wait, what is that? Look, a Bog Guardian has come. And more. I shamed myself with despair, but now I see that it is never wrong to hope. You have my thanks, Thorman. There they are. The Bog Guardians have chosen to aid us. At least until they decide to go back and take another nap. Right, how is our bags looking? Pretty pathetic again. Yikes. Full, yeah, definitely. Definitely full. Okay. And this is, like I said, after I bought, of course, okay, it was only 5 extra spaces that I bought him, because that was about all I could afford. But still, I bought him extra space. And this is the thanks I get. I'm still overloaded. Okay, thank you. Now let me find out.
Will you lend me your ear?
I have heard whispers among the trees of a stone troll chieftain of a great size, called by the others Gurgmagoth. This Gurgmagoth has in his great fist a sparkling ornament that once belonged to poor Lichen. This wretched creature cannot be permitted to keep Lichin's ornament. Seek out this Gurgamoth. and wrest Luchin's ornament from him so it may be kept in Lingilioth in a place of honor.
Stay a moment.
When we arrived here, there was much debate concerning what should be done about the stone trolls, and many thought as I did, that they should be driven from their fastness in Torgonwaith. There were some of us, among them Aglordir and Gildor, who counseled restraint. I regret the stern words I had for them, but at the time their plan to rebuild this place seemed to do Luchin's memory a disservice. My friend Legorlin believed as I, and journeyed forth to slay the stone trolls, but he has not returned. It would put my mind at ease if you could find him. Look for him in the forest of Torgonwaith to the southeast. Okay. We need to go find some trolls. We're gonna go troll hunting. What do you think of that? How far? I don't think it is that far. No, it's not that far. We have just reached the border of Torgonwaith. It's a nice wooded area full of trolls. And we started a new deed, Troll Slayer. Defeat 10 trolls at Torgonwaith. This is also, by the way, one really good place to get your Troll Slayer deed in North Downs. And they have been made weaker. They used to have a lot more hit points. So, this is definitely a soloable area. And we're not going to kill the poor little frog that has 1 hit point. Alright, so that's done. Now for the fun part. I get to get lost in here. Well, might as well kill a few trolls while I'm doing that. Okay, nothing else here. That's some really big trees. Yeah, that's a big tree. Looks like it belongs in Lothlorien, not here. One of the stone trolls managed a good blow and knocked the wind from me.
Stay a moment.
I'm pleased to see a face that does not belong to a troll. I came to Targon Way to seek vengeance on the trolls that attacked the glade of Glengilioth and murdered my fair friend Lichen. I can tell you that many of the stone trolls that attacked Glengilioth will never again leave this place. They proved the challenge, and that one was about to squash me when you arrived. You have my thanks. Let's leave this place, friend, so I might return to Glengilioth and tell my friend Thaliolong the course of my vengeance. So we have to guard him as he escapes. And he's still eager to fight some more trolls. Did you see that? Alright, sir, I'm assuming you can handle the orcs and stuff. I can find my way back from here. You have my thanks. And that is an NPC that we had to escort out of a bad situation. Now we still need to find one more thing in here. I'm going to maybe play some Fallout 3 tonight. I'm told I can use a PS4 controller with my PS3. I'm assuming that's a good thing. Having neither had a PS4 or a PS3, I wouldn't really know. Oh, that's right. You did say. Hey, you can't do that. She literally says, hey, you can't do that. Oh, I can. Watch me use you as a pincushion. There we go. And while we're here, there's actually a cave here. I don't know. Oh, there's supposed to be a cave here. Well, it is there, but it looks like we can't enter. Maybe this is the wrong entrance for it. Still, we got what we came for. Excuse me. Hi. Oh, you stinker. And we have completed the first Troll Slayer deed. So how many do I need for advance? Oh yeah, they've made it a lot better. Like I said, these trolls used to be a lot worse. But there are two things to take into consideration. Yes, they nerfed the trolls. They made them have a lot less hit points than they used to. Two, they are several levels under Thorman, making it a lot easier for him to deal with. But even if he was on level, he would still be able to manage this just fine. Because of the first part, the fact that they made them have a lot less hit points. So, yeah, for that, Standing Stone Games does not get a pass. Or Turbine, because the nerfing started with Turbine and continued with Standing Stone Games. They nerfed the trolls in the Troll Shaws, they nerfed the trolls here, they nerfed the trolls in Moria. So they gave them the WotC dungeon a superhero treatment, nerfed the monsters, and make the player character stronger. No, they did not make the player character stronger. In fact, in a lot of ways, they like to nerf certain characters, too. But they did, I think it wasn't so much the WotC treatment as it was they like to subtly push us to max level and to in-game content, because some people complain that it takes too long to get there. And granted, it seems like 150 levels is a ton, but it really does not take that long if you're dedicated to the game to get a lot of levels. Since I play most of my characters only once or twice a week, yeah, it takes me a while. But I don't mind it taking a while either. People are always complaining. If people stopped complaining, the world would be boring. It probably would be true.
How can I be of service?
You survived a journey to Torgon Waithorman and lent your strength to Lagerlum. He has already spoken to me of what transpired. I'm grateful that you were able to find him, though he insists he could have returned to Lingilioth without any aid. Because he's an idiot. He was about to get smushed into elf jelly.
What can I do for you?
This is Luchin's ornament. It is truly a shame that it has been broken by Gurmagoth's brutish fingers. There is something odd about these markings on the back of the ornament. These scratches almost look to form the letters A, N, G. The rest is broken off, but I believe I know what it would say. I'm going to head out now, unfortunate. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Will you be streaming on Thursday? I might stream some more of that little game that I got from Keymailer. We'll see how the day turns out. I'm sure there's not going to be a lot of people watching streams on Thursday. There's football and turkey and all that fun stuff. So, if I see you Thursday, then I'll see you. If not, have a happy Thanksgiving. If football's the devil, I mean, some people like it. Alright, so he wants me to go talk to Degoris in Estelden. I think we're done here. Alright. Good night, Nordic. Now, out of all that, how are we doing for our reputation? The main reason we're doing all these little side quests is rep and Rangers of Stelden. Well, we're getting about 3/4 of the way to friend with them, so yay. That's actually not that bad. We've actually managed to get quite a bit done. We still have a little time left. Maybe I should look that way so we can see more than just the ground under my feet, right? That kind of reminds me. Show completed. Freeland. Epic, 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 epic. Eric Lewin. Evandam. Lone Lands, North Downs, Shire. I've even done a couple things in the Shire. Okay. So I've not done Troll Shaws yet. In fact, I think that's the next quest chain now that we're done with the main story in Estelden.
How can I be of service?
The Nine are abroad after all this time. This is fell news, for it can only mean one thing. The ring of the enemy has been found. We can only hope that the enemy himself has not already reclaimed it, or the world as we know it is at an end. I think that if that were so, our chieftain Aragorn, or Elrond Half-Elven, would have sent word. Thank you, Thorman. I will deliver this news to Halbert, our steward, in the absence of Aragorn. Alright. We have actually managed to get a number of things done. I'm kind of happy with that, but I think I'm kind of played out doing Estelden, Estelden, North Downs. So let's see. Get rid of some junk. Well, that's only like 5 times an hour, right? Okay, that's good. That's good. Now I want to find something out. But first, we're going to have to, you know what, I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to take a stable over to Trestlebridge.
How can I be of service?
And while I'm taking that stable, I'm going to get up for just a second. So I will be right back. Okay, so I get back just in time to see me cross the bridge. We're about halfway there. I do recall that we're couple other quests up earlier this way, but I'm not going to bother with them right now. Like I said, I'm a little played out on North Downs. We did get a lot done, though. That is a little teeny tiny farmhouse. That's what you call a one-room house. There's a goblin camp over there. Good place to get your Goblin Slayer deed done if you... I think there's another place too, but that's a good one. And of course, what are they? Oathbreakers, all in Fornost area. That is definitely a deed. Let's see what else. It should tell me at this point, because I've killed a little everything. Swampsleep, Lone Land, North Down. No, it doesn't, because I haven't finished any advanced Slayer deeds yet. But I can see in my Slayer deed list, I have the orcs, trolls, and wargs so far. Apparently spiders aren't in that list because I've killed a few and I don't see it. Oh, the worms. That's another one. We haven't seen those yet because they're on the back side of a Steldon in a valley area. But I could swear there was something else. Not wargs or wolves, because that would have popped up. Not the Craven. That would have popped up. Hillman. That's right. There's some Hillman out back of a Steldon too. And I don't know if the Evil Earth can count. They might. So there are several Slayer deeds to do. I would say a good 90 LOTRO points worth of Slayer deeds if you complete them all. We're going to get off right here. And I want to go this way. And I want to check. Oh, it looks like these rings are gold now. Okay, that one always was. I'm not interested in the missions.
Might I take a moment of your time?
They're still kind of outside our level range, though. Level 45 for those. I wasn't expecting all that. Wasn't expecting that at all. But it's worth checking.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Yep. Level 45. So Thorman won't be doing that just yet. What else can we do? We've done Evendom. Okay, Breland, Lone Lands, Evendom, and we stopped and did... Okay, Breland, Lone Lands, North Downs. We stopped and did Evendom. I thought that might be a good one, but it apparently isn't. Okay, so I guess we are heading to Rivendell after all. Oh, why did I get on my horse? I can port to Bree. But I think, you know what? I don't think. I know we're going to go to Wildwoods as soon as he can. Probably about level 43. That should be interesting, because I don't think I have done that area but maybe once. If that. Oh, hello.
Why do you disturb me?
Because I want to ride to Rivendell. Thank you. Alright, so we can go ahead and cancel that. We got our free ride to Rivendell. We want to... It's under special. No, it's not under special. Oh. It might be if I uncheck that. The road to Eriador is what it's under. We're supposed to be talking to Aragorn. Hello.
I thank you for this news.
Oh, that I could be there to aid in those matters. But it would seem my fate lies to the south and not the north. I will compose a message for Halvard and ask Master Elrond if one of his elves could carry it to Estelden. You have done enough, and you have my thanks. For now, take what ease you can here in Rivendell. Vitality, resistance rating. Vitality, agility, but what I'm wearing is better. Alright, I'll take the token item. Welcome to Rivendell, where you will find the last homely house east of the sea, Thorman. The road to Imladris is not as forgiving as once it was, and I commend you for your effort. I hope the waters of the Ford have calmed since our passage. We left them in turmoil. I fear the cause of these troubles is not yet concluded. Lord Elrond is a master of the house here. He should be given news of your arrival. You will find him in his library on the upper floor of the last homely house to the northeast. Now, what else do we have? Of Galadir and Angmar. I don't think Thormund's going to Angmar. Alright, thank you, sir. I will take my leave. I personally prefer not to have two characters in the same zone at once. So, even if Thormund was of a level to go to Angmar, I still wouldn't take him there. Because Morsland's already there. Now this guy will, if we take his quest, he will automatically port us to the last bridge. We don't want to do that yet. We will want to do that. An open courtyard. That is pretty. What timeline in LOTRO does the game take place? I just saw Aragorn. It takes place in the Third Age. It follows along the story of the Fellowship. So we're at the point where the Fellowship is the Fellowship is being formed in Rivendell. They have not left to take the ring to Mordor just yet. In fact, Frodo is probably somewhere being healed, because Aragorn did mention the Ford of Brunnen, which would have happened during Frodo's rescue. Oh, and hello, Dragonbeard. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're doing well. Oh, no problem.
Dark days are coming.
It is good you have come. We are in dark times, and there is much to do. I have heard of your deeds in Evendom, and believe you can help bring a light to these lands as well. Well, thank you, Elrond, for your trust in this one lone dwarf.
Will you lend me your aid once more?
The path you took to my doorstep has been perilous, Thormund, and its dangers all too common in these dark days. If you will consent to lend us your aid, it will not be the least of your challenges.
Will you lend me your aid once more?
Welcome to Imladris, Thormund. It is good that you have come. Rest well, but not too deeply or too long. We have need of adventuring folk, for there's evil beyond the veil. Not more than 2 months ago, a hobbit by the name of Frodo Baggins and his companions were pursued to the Ford of Brunnen by servants of the enemy. I speak of the Nine, the Nazgul, fell creatures in the service of Sauron, and though the Brunnen fell upon them at my command, we have found the steeds of only 8. One of their riders is unaccounted for. My son set forth with scouts bound to them by friendship to seek this missing rider. I ask that you speak with Elladan at their camp of Thornhad, among the Brunnen gorges, and lend your aid to the search. We must learn where this Nazgul has gone, and most importantly, his designs. Okay, so now we have an exact point in the timeline. It is about 2 months after Frodo's rescue. Who are you? Scholar's Writ's introduction.
May Gavanen, might you spare a moment of your time?
It has come to my attention that your studies of the mysteries of Middle-earth have progressed considerably, Thormund. For many long centuries, those of us here in Rivendell have had limited opportunities to explore the world beyond, and soon the time shall come for us to take our leave and sail into the west with our brethren. Even those of us who live lives without measure cannot hope to know all the mysteries of the world, but we hope to carry with us into the west as great a trove of knowledge and history as we may, and so if you could aid us with this endeavor, we would be most grateful. To this end, I would ask you to pen some scholar writs for us, so we might add them to our libraries and ensure that they will forever adorn the shelves of Valinor. You know, I hadn't considered that the elves would want to take stories and history of Middle-earth with them back to Valinor so that they could remember it. And I wonder what happens 3,000 years down the road. do the future elves look at that and go, oh, that's just fairy tales? That's just fantasy. That's just make-believe. Or do they, being as long-lived as they are, look at that and go, that was history of what was before? I wonder. I really do wonder. It's kind of interesting. All right, now.
Mind my words, traveler.
Greetings, friend, and welcome to LOTRO. Are you here at the behest of the Rangers? Perhaps you would aid us in patrolling these lands. One of our scouts, Alflonk, guards the last bridge from the Lonelands into the Trollshaws. You should speak with her and learn how you might aid her. And actually, I just thought of something before I do that. I am going to go find the milestone here in Rivendell and bind to it. Because I don't need to go back to Tenodir right now. So I might as well use the milestone for something good. Something useful. I don't think the milestone's over here. Circle of Shame's over here. Ah, there it is. Yes, I would like to set this as my new location. So now we are bound to Rivendell Valley. At some point I'll get a hunter's port for here. But until that time, that will work. Alright, I'm ready to go now. Hello.
What can I do for you?
You were sent by Anhabir. If so, you are welcome here indeed. There is much to be done.
Mind my words, traveler.
I bid you welcome, friend, but must give you a word of caution. Servants of the enemy passed across the last bridge and swept into the Trollshaws no less than 2 months ago, pursuing a small company. They were hindered at the fort of Brunnen, and the good people were brought to safety, but not all the evil ones were accounted for. Barachan maintains a camp to the east on a hill south of the road. Bring him this message from me if you are going that way. No agents of evil have entered the Trollshaws by the last bridge, but so too have none left it. Whatever evil lurks among the ruins of old Rudar remains there. I thank you for this, friend. Tread with care and follow the road east until you find the marker we placed to guide friends to Barachan's camp. It is difficult to miss, for it is white, unlike the stones of these hills. And we have someone else. I don't think I'm going to be taking this one, if I'm right.
Stay a moment.
Yeah, we're not going into the North Trollshaws, so we'll be declining that. There's some very big spiders and other things there that probably not the best thing to try to deal with right now. But while we're at it, we should start these. These are dailies. Okay, sickle flies, we can do that. Can't remember. Yeah, I think so. Pretty much everything here has a quest ring on its head. Cave claws. 4? And yes, you'll want to do some of the dailies, but you don't have to do them too often. It is fairly easy nowadays to get your reputation up in this area. Still, doing them gets you extra XP and gets the deeds done a little faster. So, always a bonus. We need... not that. That's a goblin. I mean, much fun as that would be to kill right now, we have places to be. Okay, I think we're done with those. I just realized that. We just need the sickle flies and the boar. And only one of the boar. I love the music here. It's so peaceful. For considering the conditions things are in. It's quite a peaceful bit of melody. Alright. That did that. We just need the flies now. We should be able to get... So we're going to get back to the road. And... Right? Where'd that lag come from? Marking upon the stones south from the road indicate the direction of Barachan's camp. see there is a sickle fly or two around here, but of course it's gonna prove me a fool tonight and not be here. Well, I actually ended up in a different place than I expected to tonight. I really honestly expected to be doing Wildwoods, but looks like we're doing Troll Shaws instead. Hello.
What do you need?
You bring word from Alflonk. I'm gladdened that she has not encountered any evil creatures, but it is clear to the wise that an unseen evil is often the worst. Still, I am glad of your tidings. If you are willing to help us watch the wilderness for signs of evil, you would be doing us a great service.
Will you lend me your ear?
Our dwarf friend here has requested my assistance with a matter of some urgency, and we should do what we can to help him. He was part of a company of dwarves that was commanded to bring certain relics from Thorin's Hall to the dwarf Flowen, currently staying in Rivendell. Ether Ironfist traveled ahead to notify his lord that the dwarves would soon arrive, but after the passage of some days he grew worried. The company never arrived at Rivendell, and Ether has now come back along the road seeking them. Alas, the grounds along the road from the last bridge have been trampled by a herd of wild boar, and any trace are illegible. It may be that if you search among the herd to the west, at a place in the wood that we call Labanum, you may find some clues as to the whereabouts of the dwarves. It may even be that they are paused to hunt for meat. Alright, so he wants me to go hunt some boar and discover what happened to some dwarves. I remember this quest chain. Now, I want to finish... I want to get my last two sickle flies. Unfortunately for me, the boar don't attack unless you stick around long enough for them to aggro. Neither do the cave paws. Other things do, though, like wolves. Which I'm surprised we haven't run into any of those yet. Huh, these flies are going to just be a thorn in my side. Watch, I go back up the road and find myself two, and come back, and then I'll see some flies. That's usually how it works. When you need something, you can't find it. When you don't need it anymore, you're tripping over it. Okay, I usually don't get this annoyed by this quest, but I am slightly annoyed by it right now. In fact, let's kill this goblin, because why not? Ah, I see a fly. Finally! One more. Oh, hi. You're not a fly, but you're dead. One more. Alright, I don't do this often, but let's track we are tracking animals, right? Passage of nature, yes. So there. Okay, so I'm not imagining that there are no more sickle flies in this immediate area. We'll go up a little ways and we'll check again. Alright, here's a good spot to check. Literally, there are none here. Okay. Annoying. Again, none. Okay, I'm going the right way. Alright, try again. More fly. Finally, we got a bead on one. Where is it? Up a ways. There we go. Got it. Done. I can't remember. I believe those give you reputation and experience. I'm going to head back to Barachan's camp. There's the stone. So we need to go left. Alright, so we are back at Barachan's camp, and Thorburn is going to avail himself of the campfire and some conversation with that dwarf to find out what's going on back home. And this is where we'll pick up next time. So I want to take a moment to thank everybody that has stopped by. Thank you to Drive-By. Thank you to Nordic. Thank you to Max Patterson. I appreciate you. And thank you to Dragonbeard. I appreciate you too. And for everybody who may have stopped in and left again or hung around but didn't say anything, well, no, I appreciate you too. But next time, say hi. I promise I don't bite. The next LOTRO stream will be, let's see, on Sunday. Friday will be Morrowind. And there may be a stream on Thanksgiving Day where I will continue looking at a little game I got courtesy of Keymailer called Afterplace. It's a very cute and maybe not so lighthearted pixel art RPG. But once again, I want to thank you all. And if you happen to like First Edition D&D and enjoy watching people play, well, the Dungeon Delver might have a game going. I will have to check. If he doesn't, he will certainly be back at some point, although December might be a little light on the games. I'll have to check and let you know. Either way, I wish you a wonderful evening, but don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all the fun clicky things the website wants you to do. Good night, and until next time, bye for now.